Hello, you're watching weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I am your host İlham Məmmədov. Now first let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President İlham Əliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella attended the inauguration of the first campus of the Italy-Azərbaycan University in Baku. The opening ceremony of the 7th European Political Community Summit was held in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan İlham Əliyev attended the event. An official welcome ceremony was held in Baku for the President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella, who arrived in the Republic of Azerbaijan for an official visit.
President of Azerbaijan İlham Əliyev welcomed President of Italy Sergio Mattarella.
Qaravul faragat. Qaravula. Ol. Dikkat sağa.
The Chief of the Guard of Honor reported to the President of Italy.
Cənab İtalya Respublikasının prezidenti, sizin Azərbaycan Respublikasına gəlməyiniz şərəfinə fəxri qaravul düzülüb. Qaravul rəisi polkovnik leytenant Quliyev.
The national anthems of the Italian Republic and the Republic of Azerbaijan were played. The Guard of Honor marched in front of President İlham Əliyev and President Sergio Mattarella to the accompaniment of a military march.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan İlham Əliyev held a one-on-one meeting with Sergio Mattarella, President of the Italian Republic. The head of state held an expanded meeting with President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella.
Hörmətli cənab prezident, hörmətli qonaqlar, sizi səmimiyyətlə salamlayıram. Azərbaycana xoş gəlmisiniz.
President İlham Əliyev sincerely welcomed Sergio Mattarella to Azerbaijan and said this was a manifestation of the relations of friendship and partnership between Italy and Azerbaijan. We meet quite often in Rome. At the same time, this is your second official visit to Azerbaijan. During our meeting last year, I invited you to Azerbaijan, so I thank you for accepting my invitation. Today, the development of Italian-Azerbaijani relations is evident. We have already discussed several important issues. Our cooperation is multifaceted. We can state that it covers many areas from energy to industrial production. Currently, our collaboration, which also covers the education sector, is of truly strategic importance, and I can say that the joint declaration on comprehensive strategic partnership signed 5 years ago is being fully implemented. Our relations are also crucial for the development of the region in which we are located and have a positive impact on our relations with the European Union. Italy has always supported our efforts to build closer relations with the European Union, and we are grateful to you for that. Of course, there are many significant results in the energy sector. We have already talked about this. We will now continue this discussion in a broader format. Of course, we can rightly congratulate each other on the results already achieved, but our plans are broader. The implementation of new projects in the energy sector, both in a bilateral format with Italy and with the European Union as a whole, is very important, and we are successfully working on these issues. Tomorrow there will also be a wonderful event. We will jointly participate in the opening of the new building of the Italy-Azerbaycan University. This is, in fact, our friendship project. Only 3 years have passed from the start of the project to its implementation. In 2022, I issued a relevant order, and hundreds of students are already involved in education. Of course, they will become ambassadors of Italian-Azerbaijani friendship. They will both receive a wonderful education and further strengthen the friendship between us, said President İlham Aliyev. Thanking President İlham Aliyev, President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella said he was pleased to be visiting Baku again. "I'm truly delighted to see you in Baku again after 7 years. This is evidence of the deep friendship that binds our countries together and of the multifaceted strategic partnership between us. Your visit to Rome is another vivid example of our friendly relations. We attach great importance in particular to the strategic partnership between our countries. These relations continue to expand, cover multiple areas, and are of great importance for the future. It is a great honor for me to participate in the opening of the new university campus together with you tomorrow. This once again proves that the partnership between our countries is not limited to the economic sphere. This is also an example of the high level of cultural relations between us and the fact that they will open new horizons for the cooperation between our young people in the future. Let me express my sincere gratitude to you for your invitation. This is also an occasion for more meetings in the future, said Sergio Mattarella. President İlham Aliyev and President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella delivered press statements. On September 30th, an official reception was hosted by İlham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, in honor of Sergio Mattarella, President of the Italian Republic. President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and President of the Italian Republic Sergio Mattarella attended the inauguration of the first campus of the Italy-Azerbaycan University in Baku on October 1st. The foundation for the university buildings was laid in 2022 in Baku with the participation of the foreign ministers of both countries. Rector of Ada University Hafiz Pashayev briefed President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and President Sergio Mattarella on the new campus and the surrounding park. The initiative to establish the Italy-Azerbaycan University was proposed by President İlham Aliyev during his state visit to Italy in 2020. To implement the project, academic cooperation agreements were signed in 2022 between Ada University and 5 leading Italian higher education institutions: Luis Guido, Carlo University, Sapienza University of Rome, Polytechnic University of Turin, Alma Mater Studorium University of Bologna, and Polytechnic University of Milan. This collaboration brings Italy's expertise in supporting small and medium-sized enterprises, creative industries, craftsmanship and technological development to Azerbaijan through education and research. It plays a crucial role in training future specialists for key sectors of Azerbaijan's economy, particularly engineering, agriculture, and the food industry, architecture and design. They then viewed an exhibition of agricultural products from Azerbaijan and Italy organized within the campus. The campus also features a market square symbolizing Azerbaijan's historical role on the Silk Road. Once a year, students and faculty will gather here to present their projects to the business community. These exhibitions will foster trilateral cooperation between the university, industry, and the state at both local and international levels. The implementation of this project is a testament to the high level of humanitarian cooperation between Azerbaijan and Italy and reflects the close and sincere relations between the two nations. It also contributes to the development of Azerbaijan's education system by incorporating Italian expertise. The campus will feature classrooms along with 6 research laboratories and 7 teaching laboratories developed in collaboration with the University of Bologna and the Polytechnic University of Milan, equipped with modern technologies. It also includes a library with materials related to architecture and urban planning, landscape and photo-video studios, and various design workshops. The teaching workshop serves as a space for practical instruction, providing technological and digital capabilities for working with different materials. It will function as a collaborative space for students and researchers, with the results of the work shared with industry and business structures through a dedicated design and creativity center, a hub where education and research meet the real business world. Student admissions began in 2023 at the master's level. Currently, 538 students are enrolled in 8 bachelor's programs and 102 in 2 master's programs, including 3 dual degree specializations. The programs cover electrical and electronics engineering, architecture, interior and communication design, urban planning, agriculture and food technologies, animal husbandry, and various management fields. In addition to bachelor's and master's program, professional development and certification courses for specialists are also offered. After touring the campus facilities, President Ilham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and President Sergio Mattarella met with leaders of Italian universities visiting Azerbaijan, as well as professors and students of the Italy-Azerbaijan University.
Muhterem Cenab President İlham Aliyev.
Addressing the meeting, Rector of Ada University Hafiz Pashayev said 5 years ago, during an official visit to Italy, President Ilham Aliyev took the initiative and proposed the establishment of the Italy-Azerbaijan University. Work began back then, and in 2022 in Rome, agreements with 5 Italian universities were signed, paving the way for those intentions to translate into concrete work, noting that after that President Ilham Aliyev signed the order on the establishment of the new Italy-Azerbaijan University campus in Baku. Rector of Ada University said, "This is a wonderful university which already has 2 buildings. One is the Faculty of Agricultural and Food Sciences, and the other is the Faculty of Design and Architecture. Of course, our achievements to date are not limited to these alone. We have also made progress in organizing education, and I can say that today we have 640 students, including 112 masters, while the rest are bachelors. I can even say that our first admission was in 2023, and its graduates have already completed the Louis University's master's program this year, said Hafiz Pashayev. Addressing the meeting, President Ilham Aliyev said it was a very significant day in the history of Azerbaijan-Italian relations, as they were participating in the inauguration of the buildings of the Italy-Azerbaijan University, saying that when he met with President Mattarella in Rome last year, he informed him about this and invited him to pay an official visit to Azerbaijan. The president added that Sergio Mattarella accepted his invitation and came to Azerbaijan for a second official visit. We are inaugurating this wonderful educational institution together as part of the visit. In fact, the inclusion of this event in the program of President Mattarella's official visit shows that both Italy and Azerbaijan attach great importance to cooperation in this area. I am sure that the future of the university will be very bright. It will take its rightful place not only in Azerbaijan, but also on a global scale, and graduates of the university will contribute to the development of Azerbaijan, said President Ilham Aliyev.
Azərbaycan Diplomatic University.
President of Italy, Sergio Mattarella, expresses deep gratitude to our university and its rector for the kind words, noting that the campus has left a great impression on him, and he highly appreciated the functionality and beauty of its building. The head of state went on to say that he was personally very pleased with this initiative. Italy is proud of having implemented this project jointly with Azerbaijan. This university brings together not only its vast opportunities, resources, research and teaching, associate professors and young Azerbaijani and Italian students. It is also a reflection of the growing, extensive and broad friendship between Azerbaijan and Italy. This initiative is both symbolic and exemplary in nature. It is the crown of our cooperation, which manifests itself in various forms and sectors, ranging from energy to the economy and industry. This place is also the embodiment of the culture, scientific research and education that closely bind our countries and their citizens. I would like to express my deep gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for his kind invitation to come to Azerbaijan again. I am honored by his invitation to inaugurate such a magnificent student campus, said President of Italy, Sergio Mattarella. On October 1st, President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva participated in the opening ceremony of a new park established in Baku's Narimanov district. Eldar Azizov, head of Baku City Executive Authority, informed the head of state and the First Lady about the park. The new recreational area is located at the intersection of Ahmet Bey Ağaoğlu, Tabriz and Talat Khalif streets, near the Italy-Azerbaijan University. Covering an area of 3.5 hectares, the park features gazebos, an amphitheater, a tennis court, entertainment zones for children and a modern lighting system. All necessary facilities have been created for both quiet relaxation and sports activities. It should be noted that over the recent years, Baku's outlook is changing at an accelerated pace. Building of new parks and alleys, upgrading of existing greenery and recreation zones in line with the modern standards further develop the capital and transform it into one of the most beautiful cities of the world. recreation areas opened in different parts of Baku also serve to improve the ecological environment and at the same time enables the effective organization of leisure time of residents. This new park has been commissioned to be used by city residents and guests as another area added to the green map of the capital. On October 1st, President Ilham Aliyev arrived in Denmark for a working visit at the invitation of Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, and President of the European Council, Antonio Costa, to participate in the 7th European Political Community Summit. At Copenhagen International Airport, President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva were welcomed by officials. On October 1st, a banquet was hosted in Copenhagen on behalf of King Frederick X and Queen Mary Elizabeth of Denmark. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, attended the event. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, held a meeting with President of the Republic of Moldova, Maia Sandu, in Copenhagen.
During the meeting, President Ilham Aliyev congratulated President Maia Sandu on the victory of the Party of Action and Solidarity in Moldova's parliamentary elections, noting that the results reflect the will of the Moldovan people. President Maia Sandu expressed her gratitude for the congratulations and in turn congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the achievements in Washington regarding the Armenia-Azerbaijan peace agenda witnessed by the United States. Expressing gratitude for the congratulations, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that the progress made in advancing the peace agenda between Armenia and Azerbaijan holds historic significance. The leaders also exchanged views on the prospects of bilateral relations, with particular focus on the broad opportunities for cooperation in the energy sector. President Maia Sandu highlighted Moldova's appreciation for Azerbaijan's support, especially during periods of energy need.
The opening ceremony of the 7th European Political Community Summit was held in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. President Ilham Aliyev attended the event.
Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, welcomed President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, and other heads of state and government attending the summit. Then the opening plenary session of the 7th European Political Community Summit was held. President Ilham Aliyev participated in the event. This year's gathering brought together leaders from nearly 50 countries. Discussions at the plenary sessions and roundtables are set to focus on issues including the overall security situation in Europe, the Russia-Ukraine war, economic security, migration, as well as traditional and hybrid threats. The European Political Community is an intergovernmental platform aimed at strengthening cooperation in security, economic stability, and democratic governance. It promotes political and economic coordination both within and beyond the European Union, among small and large countries alike. The community's goal is to develop political dialogue and cooperation to address common challenges and enhance the security, stability and prosperity of the European continent.
The head of state met with Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan, in Copenhagen.
Both sides highlighted the significance of the agreements reached during the Washington Peace Summit initiated by U.S. President Donald Trump. They reaffirmed their readiness to work towards further strengthening peace between Armenia and Azerbaijan. The President of Azerbaijan and the Prime Minister of Armenia underscored the benefits of transport communications in the region, discussed the current progress of infrastructural development in the territory of Azerbaijan and the tree project in the territory of Armenia, exchanging views on the implementation of the Washington Declaration. In this regard, the sides welcomed the unanimous decision on the closure of the OSCE Minsk process and its related structures. Both sides also highlighted the importance of further implementing confidence-building measures and agreed to continue their contacts.
On October 2nd, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with Antonio Costa, President of the European Council, and Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, in Copenhagen.
During the meeting, Antonio Costa and Ursula von der Leyen congratulated the head of state on the achievements attained in Washington regarding the peace agenda between Armenia and Azerbaijan, expressing their hope that this will contribute to ensuring lasting peace in the region. Antonio Costa and Ursula von der Leyen stated that they will continue their efforts to support peace in the future. They also noted that the development of transport connections in the region is an important direction for the European Union. The meeting touched upon Azerbaijan's role in the European Union's energy security. They noted that in accordance with the strategic partnership agreement reached in energy sector between Azerbaijan and the European Union in 2022, the volume of Azerbaijan exports to the European gas market has increased. The head of state expressed his gratitude for the congratulations and stated that the achievements related to the peace agenda hold historical significance for the entire region, including Armenia and Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev noted that both Armenia and Azerbaijan have now adapted to living under peace conditions and emphasized that Azerbaijan will continue its efforts to advance the peace agenda. President Ilham Aliyev reported that currently 10 European countries, including 8 European Union member states, are receiving Azerbaijani gas and stated that this constitutes a significant contribution to the European Union's energy security. Highlighting Azerbaijan's role in the development of the Middle Corridor, the head of state spoke about the progress achieved in Azerbaijan to develop transport and logistics infrastructure and reported that the volume of transport shipments from Central Asia through Azerbaijani territory is currently increasing. The meeting emphasized that there are good opportunities for developing and elevating relations between Azerbaijan and the European Union to a new level.
President Ilham Aliyev met with Giorgia Meloni, President of the Council of Ministers of the Italian Republic, on the sidelines of the 7th European Political Community Summit.
The sides noted the development of relations between Azerbaijan and Italy within the framework of a comprehensive strategic partnership. In this regard, they highlighted the recent successful official visit of the Italian president to Azerbaijan, which included the inauguration of the first campus of the Italy-Azerbaijan University in Baku. The meeting also addressed the successful energy cooperation between Azerbaijan and Italy, underlining Azerbaijan's contribution to Italy's energy security. The sides held the expansion of cooperation in investments, culture, humanitarian affairs and other areas.
The head of state met with Volodymyr Zelensky, President of Ukraine, in Copenhagen. President Zelensky congratulated the Azerbaijani head of state on the achievements reached in Washington regarding the peace agenda between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Expressing gratitude for the congratulations, President Ilham Aliyev underlined that the steps taken to advance the peace agenda carry historic significance, adding that Azerbaijan will continue its efforts to ensure lasting peace in the region. The meeting also highlighted Azerbaijan's humanitarian assistance to Ukraine, particularly the attention and care extended to Ukrainian children, for which the Ukrainian side expressed appreciation. The sides first exchanged views on cooperation between the two countries in the energy sector. The head of state also met with Dick Schoof, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Prime Minister of the Netherlands congratulated the head of state on the results achieved in Washington regarding the advancement of the peace agenda between Armenia and Azerbaijan, emphasizing their significance. President Ilham Aliyev in turn highlighted the importance of the Washington Declaration signed between Armenia and Azerbaijan in the presence of the U.S. President Donald Trump and the document on the normalization of relations between the two countries for regional peace, noting that peace already exists between the two nations. During the meeting, they emphasized that Dutch companies are successfully operating in Azerbaijan, spanning sectors such as shipping, port construction, the electrical industry, agriculture, urban planning, and other areas. The discussions also touched upon cooperation between Azerbaijan and the Netherlands within international organizations. The Prime Minister of the Netherlands extended congratulations on the successful hosting of COP29 in Azerbaijan, noting that significant results were achieved in the context of the international climate agenda during the event. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with President of the French Republic, Emmanuel Macron, in Copenhagen on October 2nd. President Macron congratulated the Azerbaijani head of state on the normalization of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia and the progress achieved in advancing the peace agenda. Expressing gratitude for the congratulations, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized the historic significance of the results achieved in Washington, witnessed by the President of the United States in promoting regional peace. The Azerbaijani president noted that joint efforts are currently underway in various areas to further advance the peace agenda. The two leaders also exchanged views on the current state and future prospects of relations between Azerbaijan and France. That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.
Təyyarədə gecikmə var. Biraz yubanacağım.
Siz AzTV xəbərə baxırsınız. İndi AzTV-nin mobil tətbiqi ilə ən son xəbərləri istənilən yerdə, istənilən an izləyə bilərsiniz.
Azərbaycan Radyosu 105 FM.
Ulduzlar yatar, bircə baxışla günü oyadar. Gəl baxışınla baharı qaytar, quşlar qayıtsın, qoy qatar qatar.
Hazırdır.
Deməli hələ baxmağa vaxtımız var.
Azərbaycan Televiziya start verildi. Olsun da buradan 2 Williams'ı görürük. Tamamı necə gələcək?
Təəssüf edirəm, xanım, gecikmisiniz. Konsert artıq başlayıb.
Artıq AzTV-nin yeni mobil tətbiqi ilə bizi istədiyiniz yerdə canlı izləyə biləcəksiniz. AzTV, İdman TV, Mədəniyyət TV, Azərbaycan Radiosu və Beynəlxalq Radio. Hamısı bir tətbiqdə, bir toxunuş uzaqlığında. Bunun üçün mobil cihazlarınızda Android üçün Play Market, iOS üçün App Store-dan AzTV mobil tətbiqini yükləyin.